This is definitely not my mum's pashmina. Sorry, don't do that, I've got to walk in. So, with the current state of affairs limiting most of the population to working from home, passing the time in self-isolation can be an uphill struggle. One of the daily tasks that many people have turned to as an outlet for creativity and mental stimulation is cooking, or more specifically, baking. Baking can improve your mental health and is a great way to stay happy and motivated. But first, let's have it right. Sam failed his Mandarin exam. Georgia should retire from FIFA altogether after that result. Sav literally took a dump in his video, and Joe, well, apparently Joe should have just done a backflip. So the bar's pretty low. So who should take on this challenge of crafting a cake fit enough for the taste buds of Mary Berry and Paul Hollywood? Well, when it comes to food and BYB, there was really only one man for the job.
Huh?
Oh, it's me. Yeah, me. So the guys gave me just 1 week to become a master baker and see if I could craft a show-stopping spectacular cake that we will be proud enough to put on the thumbnail of a YouTube video. As you can probably already see though, we clearly just use an image straight off of Google for the thumbnail, so who knows how this is going to turn out. Also, just to make my challenge a little harder, I'm the one member of the VYB family that on a regular occasion doesn't man a camera. Good start, isn't it? I'm not very good at it, but I'm not going to let that stop me. This is going to look quality. Right, Sav, you're editing this, so this is basically on you here. I'm just going to send you whatever I shoot, and you're just going to have to make it look quality. Yeah, I'm going to get pizza. Yeah, no, they all make out that it's really difficult to shoot a basic intro, but they're all just Hi. You just caught me in preparation for this week's challenge. I've always thought I was pretty handy in the kitchen, so why not push that to the limit? Why not see if I can make an epic cake? One that would be fit for the Great British Bake Off. So, how do we gauge success in such a challenge? Well, first, I need an idea. Let's head over to Georgia for more.
Why don't you just make one of our old videos in cake form?
Thanks, Georgia. That sounds like a great idea. We'll be focusing on 3 areas: taste, texture, and design. Now, Sav can judge the first 2 because he lives close enough that I can drop him one on my way to doing some shopping. When it comes to design, I'm going to let the rest of the VYB crew decide how we judge that. We'll see how that goes. So, with all that being said, we should probably start knocking something up. Now it was time to get my Picasso on, so I slapped together a quick concept based on the Halloween prank video that we did on VYB way back. So if you haven't seen that video, basically me, Zach and Joe were taken to Epping Forest by the guys to do what we thought was a night of ghost hunting, and it turned out to be a prank and the most terrifying night of our lives. Anyway, I hit up the guys to get their thoughts on the concept.
Yes, we are recording.
With sound and everything, yeah?
No, I thought I'd record it without sound this time.
I'm doing this camera thing now, and so I thought I'd just sort of make sure you're...
I'm doing this camera thing now.
So, obviously, because of conversations we had the other day, I think G's idea to replicate an old video is a cool way to go. And so what I've got at the minute is this, if you can see it.
Okay.
So it's 3 tiers, and to give you a bit of an example of what you're looking at, this will be the 3D perspective.
Ah.
Somehow I'm going to have to recreate sort of speech bubbles that say, take the car.
You can take the car. Take it, please.
And sorry.
Okay, we're getting out. Sorry, we're getting out.
I got faith in you. I think you can do it.
You can do an amazing job.
That sounds so legit. Sav?
You, out of everybody on this channel, should know how to make a cake, innit?
What the fuck was that supposed to mean?
I reckon you've got this in the bag.
Next for me is a couple test runs on a banana loaf, so I better get to it. Now, with everything ready to go, it was time for me to get baking, make my first loaf, and get a feel for the task at hand. Our first cake, ready to go in the oven. 1 hour on the clock, and when that comes out, we will see if we've already got a winning recipe. Our first loaf is out of the oven. This is the tester. Look at that inside. Have a look at that. Banana loafage there. It's fluffy. That's really, really nice. I'm stressing. I've got to make 9 of them and keep the consistency. Difficult at best. So it's another day in the kitchen. Last night we did our first test run and it came out a bit crumbly. So we're going to try and make something a little bit more solid, new ingredients, new recipe, and see where we go with that. We keep trying, we keep trying, we keep trying. Onwards and upwards. So I started off day 2 making 2 more loaves. Not only did they come out looking different to the loaf from day 1, but they came out looking different to each other. This wasn't very encouraging. Here's our first attempt. As you can see, it's just crumbly, it just falls apart. Tastes nice, but there's nothing we can really build with that. Second one, new ingredients, new recipe, just came out flat, nothing to it at all. And then the third, tried it again, tried something new to try and solidify it, and we've burnt it. It's come out just like that, look, just crap. State of them 3. So what do you do in these kind of situations? You phone your mum. Right, time to talk to the master. You alright?
Yes, thank you, and you?
I'm alright, it's just not working. I need it solid that I can craft things out of it. So I've come to...
Banana cake's not the best thing to do it with.
Yeah, but I've got about 20 bananas here. I've had them sink.
Can I just go and turn the TV down?
Of course you can.
Right, okay, carry on.
That's going to get me demonetised. Now I won't be able to run adverts. I'm joking.
Shall I turn it
No,
off?
I'm joking. I'm
Turn
joking.
it off.
It's fine, don't worry. It keeps sinking, so I need...
The mixture look like this.
Well, Mum, you need to lift it more to the...
Hang on,
Press the button that turns your camera around.
flip.
Yeah. Right, now aim your phone at where your thing is, because at the minute I'm just looking at your ob. That's a bunch of wooden spoons.
No, wait a minute, sorry. You're filming this.
Aim your camera at your cake mix. There you go. Pull it out. Bring it a bit. That's it. I mean, that looks better than mine. How do I stop it falling and make it more solid so that when I cut it, I can mould stuff from it?
Well, the only thing I can suggest is time yourself on whisking it for 2 minutes with the electric whisk.
2 minutes. Okay. All right.
Yeah, because you'll see the mixture change from quite a stodgy mixture into a nice, more fluid.
And I want it fluid.
Well, you don't want it runny, but you don't want it stodgy either. And then you put that into your tin
Yeah.
and put it straight in the oven. You don't want it to set, you want it to cool.
So just don't touch it.
Put it on a wire rack and just let it cool down.
So whisk it. Don't over whisk it. Get the air in the mix. Leave it to cool before doing anything.
If it sinks, I don't know what to do to stop it sinking. You have to ask Mary Berry. David, you can do it.
Cheers. All right.
Good luck.
All right.
Take care.
See you later. Love you too. See ya. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
The Queen has spoken. We will go back and we will try again. Right, welcome. Let's bake some loaves. 9 banana loaves coming up. Oh, that's a nice shot. Comment down below with what a shot. 8, potentially 9 loaves ready to go. Gonna cook them today, leave them to rest. Tomorrow, the icing comes out. We start to craft, all right? Start to build King Showstopper. Montage. Loaves, all cooked yesterday. You can't even see them because it's an absolute beaut out there. They're all ready to go. Basically now, the job for today is icing. See, you'll put like icing over here, sort of over me. Get it so sort of like icing will come up. Yeah? Perfect. Needs to be both tasty and an adhesive to kind of glue everything together. So we get back into the kitchen. So I chopped the tops off every loaf I had, saving 2 that I'd use for the figures. Once I'd done that, I stacked them as 6 using the icing to keep them together. After that was finished, I started working on the features of the cake and moulding them into what I needed before placing them on the loaves along with some dried walnuts and dried mango to give it that kind of foresty feel. And so, after a long session of decorating, I'd finally finished. Take a little look at what we've we've ended up with. Here's the cake. As you can see, we start on the top with some trees with a glass, some spiders, some bats for the Halloween feel to make it look woody. You can see we've got Sam. There is young Sam. We have myself, Georgia, and Sav. A few more trees over here, and then there's Joe and Zach running just like they ran.
Joe and Zach have run a mile.
Honestly, the stress it is. Honestly, I feel like I'm in Bake Off. Welcome back to the Great British Bake Off with me, Noel Fielding, and this is definitely not my mum's pashmina. It's almost time for the Showstoppers to finish and be judged. So let's see how Dave's getting on. Come on. Dave, how are we getting on over here? Oh, hi Noel. Yeah, I think we're just about ready. I'm just a bit nervous, because Paul can be a tough judge, so I just hope, fingers crossed, everything's up to scratch for him. Well, it looks great, and I love the work you've done on the trees. Yeah, on the trees. But it's not about what I think. It's about the experts. And here comes one now. Right, which bastard in here has baked me a cake? Yeah. Hi, Paul. I'm Dave. Really keen to hear what you've got to say about my banana loaf. Well, it holds firm. It smells like me, which is always a good thing. It's sweet. It's moist. I'm impressed. Wow, thanks. I mean, that's amazing. I wasn't sure you were going to like it, so. You and me both, Daryl. Sorry, it's Dave. I walked into this room and thought, who's this tosser with this shit cake? That's what I first thought when I looked at you, Dan. But what about taste, Paul? What are your thoughts on that all-important taste? Yeah, taste. Taste, he knows. Let's have a taste and find out. Well, I'll tell you what, I've had some banana loaf in my time. That is one of the best banana loaves I've ever had. Come here. A Paul Hollywood handshake.
Okay, boom. So, yeah, like Dave Horner dropped me the cake last night. I'm not gonna lie to you, it looks. What is this, bruv? Dried mango for what, bro? Looks absolutely shocking. Let's give it a little taste. Ooh. Alright. It might look like a bummer, but this is decent. The nuts, the crunch of the nuts, with the icing, the moisture, the texture of the cake. There's nothing better than a moist cake. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you put the dried mango. Dried mango doesn't add anything. Then, but with the creaminess of the icing and the moistness of the cake, he done well.
Right, are you ready for this? Go on your initial thoughts, right?
Ooh.
I basically picked the worst photo I had of all of us.
Is that actually a picture of me with a trilby hat? Didn't even know that existed.
What the f*** is that picture?
Here's Joe and Zach running away.
As you running away?
That is quality.
That's the finishing article.
That is quality.
Is that edible?
No, it's stuck on a bit of cake. You have to
I think that you've done a really good job of making it something that would stand up against the other GBBO showstoppers.
That's a bit of a push. I think that's a bit of a push. Stand up against some of the other actual bakers on Drake's Bake Off. That.
Yeah, definitely not.
Out of 10, how good do you think it looks? I want you guys to rate it out of 10.
I'd give that maybe a 6, but the design itself is a 3.
I'm saying an 8.
What?
Making 6 loaves, that's actually quite a lot of work.
I will give it a 5.5.
After having tasted it, the taste is a 9.
Yes!
It tastes banging.
If you like 3 layers of banana cakes stacked on top of each other, I'm sure it's
Sam, remember when you failed your Mandarin exam? 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 there.
Do you know the worst thing is you now actually have to eat all 8 cakes, otherwise it's wastefulness, and you'll have no problem doing it.
Alright, on that note, I'll let you get back to your night. Takeaways from this video. stressful at times, I will say, but it was nice to have something different from my normal everyday to kind of dive into and, you know, kind of have some achievement in. I recommend everyone out there watching this, we've said this in all these videos, but if there's something that you've either wanted to do in the past or you've done to a level and you want to do on a higher level, what a time we've got now for you on your own at home to go do it and try and do it. Along with that as well, this is a series of 5 that we've now come to the end of, and we want to know what you guys are going to be doing in your time and what you want to see us doing as well. We're going to keep making content during isolation to keep you guys entertained and to entertain us. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Go check out the other guys' videos. They're all wicked. We've all done some pretty cool stuff in this period of time. And yeah, other than that, I guess that's it. Boom.